Didik TV KPM.
Why? Because it was not in its place? Why not? My entire life, I've seen people throwing bags of fast food, plastic bags, straws, scattered upon the roads. Why would someone do that? Because the Mother Earth takes care of it? No, it's not just about that. Mother Earth is fighting back. Can't we all just get together? Let us start thinking, stay united, stay focused on how to save the planet. We are doomed in this planet if we just don't stop. Let's do something to protect the planet before it's too late. All right, Sean, today we are going to expose on how to write an informal email writing.
All right.
Well, of course, we are focusing on wonders of nature.
Okay.
So that is what we're going to do today, Sean.
All right. So, shall we begin?
Of course. Let us start. All right. Now, today we are going to focus on writing, definitely. Yep. And everyone, please open up your textbook and turn to page 31 of your textbook. Yeah. So we're going to do Wonders of Nature, Unit 3. And later on, Sean, we are going to have our practice done by our students on how to write the email, informal email.
All right.
Right, specifically. Now, our objective for today is definitely to focus on our main skill, that is writing, on how to communicate with appropriate language, form and style. Besides that, we will also have our learning standard main skill, which is also writing, where pupils begin to use formal and informal registers appropriate to the target audience in familiar situations. Now, specifically, informal email writing, guys. Now, of course, Sean, we have to always remember we can never go wrong, inshallah, with our mom, mix or match.
Oh, yes.
Because this will be the idea generator that helps so many pupils out there on how to generate their ideas within 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because we have 30 minutes for our all writing practices and tasks in exam. All right? So, first of all, we will have white color, and white color represents true story or facts. Besides that, we have yellow color. Now, let me just ask any one of the students, anyone who can answer me, what does yellow color represent? Anyone?
Can I try, madam?
Yes, okay. Haris, what does yellow color represent, Haris?
Yellow represent positivity.
Positivity, advantages. All the good things will be under yellow. So the next color will be black. Now, black, Sean, represents the opposite of positivity, that is, of course, negativity. Challenges, disadvantages, problems, all right? Now, the next one will be green. Now, what does green color represent? Girls and boys? Anyone? Okay,
Can
cool.
I answer, madam?
Yes, cool. What does green color represent, cool? Cool?
Green represents ideas, solving problem and suggestions.
Exactly, spot on. Green represents ideas, suggestions to overcome the problems mentioned by black. Now, the next color will be red, that is feeling and emotions. And last but not least, blue color is always for conclusion, sharing your wish and your hopes. So, having said that, Sean, with all these 6 colors, students will be incorporating together with these sentence connectors, linking with and cohesive devices when it comes to writing. Yeah. Now, the next one, Sean, we are going to focus on our email writing specifically. So, the first part is, of course, for that pupils out there to be aware of how to write an email writing with email address and, of course, the subject line, which is the title. Next will be the greeting and the opening line, which they will be executing it today. The next one will be the content, which covers situation and task. And last but not least, they will conclude their email with closing line and, of course, their name signed on it. Okay, Sean?
All right.
So this will be just a framework of what we are about to do today. Now, what we are going to have for this part is pupils out there will be given 2 situations and they need to decide what would be their opening line and what would be their closing line. So they will be working in pairs, Sean.
Okay.
Yeah? So let me just explain to all of you out there on what opening lines are and what closing lines are. Now, Sean, opening line and closing line. Opening line is just to have where you wish to hook the readers. You need to captivate the reader's attention on the purpose of writing your email.
Okay.
Now, that goes under opening line. So what about closing line? It is an idea of ending your email.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So let me just give you an example. These are combinations of opening lines for both formal and informal. Yeah. So
Okay.
these are some of the examples. It is always good to hear from you. How are things going? How have you been? And you can just look on the screen, people. How are things with you and your family? So these are just some of the examples of what you should write for opening lines. Now, having said that, if you notice, Sean, I have I'm, can't. So that shows for informal email writing,
yes.
we accept contractions.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So example of contractions would be just be, it is always, you can always write it as it's. How are things? It can always be written as how, or how have you been can be also written as have. But Sean, I always like to remind the pupils out there, be careful when you write, because contractions are not allowed when it comes to normal writing such as article, report, and etc. Only for informal email writing. Okay, so now, having said that, this will be our closing line. Some examples of informal and formal closing line. Well, I've got to go now. I would better get going. Don't forget to drop me a line soon. Give my love to. Keep me updated. Make sure you write soon. Anyway, that's all for now. Write again soon. Send my regards to. Well, of course, I'm sure all of you have so many other better ways to close your email, am I right? So these are just some of the good ones to add in the list. So, Sean, what
Yes.
are we supposed to do? So just look at the contractions that I've mentioned. I've, I'd, and don't. Now, girls and boys, are you ready? So this is your task. We are going to give them a situation, Sean.
Okay.
And having said that, they have already aware of the list of closing line and opening line. Let us just see whether they can execute this effectively, efficiently, with the situation given. So now, can I have someone to read out the question? Anyone? Loud and clear. Over to you. Who is that?
Madam, can I read the situation?
Okay, go Zarif. Read the situation, please.
Hi, I am presenting for my school English project, and it will be on the safety precautions after the heavy flood we had last year in Shah Alam. I need your advice to make it a lively one. Fina.
Thank you, Zarif, also known as Fina. Okay, so now, Sean, from the question, pupils, you must be able to identify these two crucial elements. And what are they, Sean? The situation and also the task.
Okay.
So now what can be the situation from this question? So the situation is safety precautions, flood. So that will be the situation. Now what is the task? The task will be need advice. So pupils, you need to be giving an advice to how Fina needs to present her English project lively. All right? So now, who wants to give it a try? The best closing line, or sorry, the best opening line to begin your email. And remember, Sean, they are supposed to choose any two from the templates that I just shared on the screen.
Yes.
So who wants to give it a try? Anyone? Opening line for the first situation. Over to you. Who can that
Madam,
be?
can I try?
Oh, okay, Zarif. Over to you, Zarif. Try.
Sorry.
Oh, you have written
I
it
will
down.
choose-
That's good. Yes, yes. Okay. All right. Show it to us. Okay. Can you please read out your opening line? That's good. Cool.
So, I will choose two from the sentence.
Two from the tip.
Sorry
Okay.
to hear about the flood incident that happened in your place. However, I'm ecstatic to hear that you will be presenting a mini project on safety precautions after the disaster.
Very good, Zarif. Can you please bring a little bit further, because I cannot actually see the screen of your both two sentences. That's a good one. Agree. Double thumbs up. Good job, Zarif. All right, now, who wants to proceed with our closing line? We have our opening line, so now we shall proceed to our closing line. Anyone in the house wants to try? First
Can I
situation?
try, madam?
Yes. Okay, go. Over to you, Haris. Show it to us. Oh, I like your handwriting. Okay, proceed.
For my closing line, I choose two from the template.
Okay.
My closing line is, anyway, I should get going. Send my regards to your family.
Spot on. A beautiful way, short, clear-cut closing line. Do you agree with me, Sean?
Yes, very well done
Yes.
indeed.
Now, girls and boys, are you excited to write your email to me very soon? Give it tomorrow. Okay, I'll give you my email address later. And Sean too. All right. So now, let's go to our second situation, Sean. So second situation will be read by anyone in the house. Who wants to read the second situation? Just now we had Zarid. How about now?
Madam, can I read the situation?
Yes, go, cool. Read the second situation, please.
Hi, I got an invitation to collaborate on a school project about conservation areas in Malaysia.
Okay.
I need you to give some information about it. Zura.
Thank you, cool. Lias Zura. Okay, now, Sean, the same thing like what we did just now. We have to focus on situation and also task. Now, Sean, try. What do you think would be the situation for this second situation, Sean?
The situation, I believe, is a collaboration about the conservation areas in Malaysia.
All right. Good try, Sean. So for situation, if you ask me, situation will be something general about the question.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't specifically go to the task yet, but you talk about something general that is about the conservation areas.
Okay.
All right. Now, the task here will be focusing specifically on the information in Malaysia. So we don't talk about other countries, but we focus in Malaysia. All right, now, who wants to give it a try to share us your opening line using the templates that I just shared on the screen? Who can that be?
Can I give a try, madam?
Okay, cool. Give me your opening line, cool.
For my opening line,
Let me see
I
your
will
mini
choose
screen. Let me see
the
your mini
template.
screen. Put it up. Put it up. Okay.
alright.
Further back. Okay, right. Read it out.
For my opening line, I will choose two from the templates.
2. Good.
How are you doing lately? I am overjoyed to hear about your school collaboration project on conservation areas in Malaysia.
Very good, cool. But cool, I would prefer you to write I'm overjoyed, Sean, because she did not do contractions for I am. So I would encourage you to just write I'm overjoyed. Okay, cool? That's a good one, cool. So now, let's proceed to the closing line. Who wants to try? Well, obviously, Ibnu, right? Ibnu, are you ready? Have you written out your closing line, Ibnu? Ibnu.
Yes, madam.
Okay, show it to me. Read it out. Go. Okay, read out your closing line, Ibnu.
For my closing line, I will choose two from the template.
Okay.
I've got to leave you now. I wish my sharing will help you in your project.
That's a very good way of closing your email. Good job, Ibnu.
Well
Tepuk. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. So Sean, you're done with the first task.
Good job.
Yeah. So
That's right. Well done, everyone.
Didik TV KPM